Hope you are doing well. In this video, we are going to kickstart about a second part of the notification, in which we will learn how we can send notification to a single user. Like if I follow this guy Osam, so this guy will get notification that Osama or Sam have followed you. If I send to test and Osama, so this R will be applied to the users. So basically, the objective or the goal of that video is you can learn how you can send notification to a specific user. So let's get into it. First of all, you have to install some dependencies there. As we have covered some Firebase messaging initial stages in the last video, in which we have set up Firebase messaging. Now we have to install one dependency, and the dependency is named local push local notification. Local notification in Flutter update. So you have to search that, and the notification package we will be using in this video tutorial is that one. Just copy it and let's paste it inside that. Now it is getting from the pubdiv. Uh, One thing we have to do is like when we sign up into the app, in the home screen we have to create a notification token for our device. How we can do that? Let me show it to you. Store notification token. So basically this is the token through which we can identify users. That suppose I have to send notification to test, then I will send notification on the test user token. How we can get it? Like this string token equal to Firebase messaging dot instance dot get token. So basically this is the token that I was talking about. It is asynchronous, so we have to make it async and await. And also it is nullable. So till here we have got the notification token of ourselves, and we have to store that token into the Firebase. How we can do that? Just Firebase firestore dot instance dot collection. So in my case the collection is basically users, and I have to paste it here. Sorry. Users, and then I have to identify my own document, Firebase auth dot instance dot current user and dot uid. So basically what this line is doing, it is checking my own document into the users collection, and in that document I'm going to set one thing is the token, and make sure you set this to true, because if you not set options to true, then your previous data will get lost. So I'm going to name it token, and let's call this from here store notification token. So basically when this screen come into action, it will call init state, and inside init state we will be firing this method. First of all, we will getting our own Firebase messaging token, and then we are storing it in our collection. Like in my case, my current user login is sam and test2@gmail.com. So let's check that one. Uh, where it is? So this you can see I don't have any token. Like this guy have token, but we have to store our own as well. Suppose when I make run again, because I'm already logged in, So it will be redirecting me to the home screen. Restart the application and let's check for the effects. Now I'm already logged in, so it will be redirecting me to the home screen directly. And when it is redirected, then init state will be called. And inside init state, we are calling store notification token, in which we are getting our own token and storing it into the Firebase. So let's see if it storing the notification token or not. So app is restored. Uh, let's wait. Yeah, so it is up and running, and let's see. The account that I'm using is test2@gmail.com. Yeah, so you can see I got my own token and I have this guy token. So for instance, I don't have account of this users because I don't have another emulator in my system installed. So what I will be doing is I will be sending notification to this token. Now you can see it to myself, but if you want to send notification to someone else, you can send to him by just this token. So let's do one thing. We have user data. Let's see if we are fetching the token or not. So these are the users, and inside users, what I have did, I just did a stream builder for getting the users. And when I have data, then I am returning a list to builder. But I don't. When it is not there, then I'm just returning a circular progress indicator. So when all the data is get, I basically create a list to builder to show the user, and inside the builder method, I'm getting token of the user. How you can get token of the user by this is the second snapshot. Mean I'm using the user snapshot, and from their data, I am getting particular user token from it. Right? Hope you guys got that point because that is easy. And then I'm showing the name, the email, and there I have one check is that I'm checking the follow list whether I'm following this user or not. From where this follow list is coming, let me show it to you. In the first stream builder, you can see I have a list of snapshot dot data dot get follow id. Basically this is the first snapshot stream builder in which I'm listening to my own data. Like you can see, it's in the users collection, and my id and snapshot. So it will basically go to this particular document, and then when the data is loaded, so I'm sending the data to the text field controllers as well, and also I'm getting the follow list id. In that case, I don't have any follow list, right? It's empty. So I will be getting empty list there, and then I'm showing how much people I'm following is follow list dot length. So now what I have to do is when I click on this follow button, I will be saving the user id to the follow list. Now let's do that first, and then we will come toward the actual work notification. Suppose it is showing that follow list dot contains document ID. Document ID is nothing, just the current user ID. You can see second snapshot dot data dot docs of I dot ID. So for each user, we are getting the document ID. That is basically the user ID. So I'm checking whether in my follow list that user ID contains or not. If it contains, this means I am following the user. But if it not contain, then this means I have to follow the user. Now, first of all, I have to implement the logic how I can follow a user. So what I have to do is just Firebase firestore.instance collection users and document the doc ID dot set. As you can see, I'm using set every time instead of update. So it's your opinion if you want to use set method or you want to use update method. So now in which field I have to update is basically in the follow list. And if you see the follow list, I am getting user data from the where it is, from this ID, follow ID. So I have to add some data to the follow ID, but as you can see it is list, so we have to add or update data in the list. Field value dot array union. Array union is basically takes the previous array from the Firebase and the new array that we are sending, and it take the union of the whole data. So what I will be sending in this case is dog ID, and sorry, here it should be my ID, Firebase auth dot instance dot current user and dot UID. So what we have did is just I have accessed my document, and inside my document I have one follow ID list. If you can see this, let me show it to you again. uh, this is, yeah, this is my document, and it have one field of follow ID. It is empty initially, and then I'm going to add the user's ID there. Suppose I'm going to click this. Yeah, you can see when I click this, it basically store that particular user ID in my follow ID list. So how this magic turn the follow into unfollow? Basically, I'm using stream builder. So every time the change occur, it rebuilds the UI. So the follow ID again got the new list, and inside the new list, I have checked whether new list contain the user ID. So that time it is containing the user ID, so it is showing that particular button. Now in that case, when I have to click the unfollow, so we should remove the user from the uh, follow list. So basically in this video I'm going to teach you two things. One is custom notification, and another is how you can implement follow and unfollow. Follow and unfollow are exactly the same thing, but one thing is different. I have copied the follow code, and just I have to call array remove. So it will remove that particular ID from my list. Now let's see. I'm going to click the unfollow button. As you can see, uh, it removed the document ID from my follow list. So that's basically we have implemented how you can implement follow and unfollow. Now the actual thing is, when I click follow button, it should send a notification to that particular user that yeah, you have followed. For that, for now I'm going to call it yeah, you have followed by someone. So let's get toward the actual task. We have implemented Flutter local notification. That is because if user is using application, and then we have to show a notification tray or at runtime there. So first of all, what we have to do is just we have installed the notification plugin, and if you go through this, they have too much documentation there, and it is also showing you how you can implement it. Now, what we have to do is we have to copy one thing for the Android configuration. Uh, okay. Okay. So what you have to do is just you have to go towards Android manifest.xml file, and inside that I have pasted that already. So don't worry, I will share the code with you guys. There you can paste that particular thing. Metadata, name, com, Google, Firebase messaging, default notification channel ID, and the channel ID is my channel. So that is basically implementation of local notification plugin. And then what we have to do is just initialize the plugin. So let's get toward the initialization, or let's create first of all a service class. Service, and inside service I'm going to make it local push notification. So this is the class, and there I'm going to paste some code that I have already written just to save your time. and also mine, and I will share that code with you guys. Yeah, that's a magic code. Now let's import the plugin. Sorry, and random is from math. So what this class is doing, basically it is creating a object of local Flutter local notification plugin, and then we are initializing it, and after initialization we have another method display. So now let's first initialize that method. We have to go towards the main method and we have to call local notification service dot initialize. That's it. We have to do one thing. So we have successfully implemented the local notification plugin in our app. Now let's receive the notification. When a user is received notification on the foreground, so basically we are printing FCM message received. Now in that case, what we have to do is we have to call local notification service dot display, and we have to pass the event itself. It basically then display that particular uh, notification tray in the app, and you can see I have sent one thing, Android notification detail, and it is my channel. Basically this is the same that I have configured here. Yeah, now let's run it again. So the effect get take place. It is running. Okay, so you guys can see no implementation found for method initialize on channel. So for this, we have to run the app, close the app, and we have to run it again. Stop the video for a few moments just to run the app, and now it is run, and the problem is solved successfully. Actually, when you install some dependencies at runtime, then you have to give it a restart. Now we are at the stage that we are successfully getting notifications from Firebase messaging dashboard. Now we have to send notification from our side. So how we can do that? Just we have to create one method for this. Now let's create that method. I'm going to name it send notification. So basically this that method will expect two things. One is the string title, sorry for this, and another is token. And then what I have to do is create a data for that notification. Final data equal to, that is map, and click action. So basically there are some thing that you have to provide while sending notification, and it is Flutter notification click. Okay, don't miss the spelling. And another thing is id. We have to provide an id of the notification. And we can send status as well. It's, yeah, done. We are done with notification, and then we are sending message. So in message I'm going to send the title. Okay, that's simple. Now what we have to do is we have to call a try catch method, because we are calling an external API. For that purpose, I have to import HTTP plugin. HTTP. Oh, sorry, I don't have installed that. Now let's check again. HTTP. Oh, sorry. Now let's first of all install HTTP as well. HTTP, and give it pubget. So basically, it's installing plugin. Come on, come on, yeah. plugin is installed successfully. Now let's import it. Yeah, you can see now I'm getting HTTP. I'm going to give it alias as HTTP because there are too many functions that HTTP plugin provides, so we have to uh, make it alias. So what I have to do is HTTP dot post request, because we are sending notification, so we have to call post request. Now I have to pass URI dot parse and URL. Basically there is a URL in which we have to call FCM. This URL is provided by Firebase, so we have to copy and paste it. So we have to call post request to that particular API, and then we have to pass some headers. So what is basically headers? It is a type of string, key string, and also the value string. And then we have to provide the content type and its application slash JSON. Another thing is authorization, and inside authorization we have to call key equal to your notification key. So from where we can find our notification key, just go to notification section, just go to the Firebase messaging section of your application and click on project settings. Just click on cloud messaging. So this is the notification key that is basically required for sending notification. So just I have to replace it with this. Yeah, that's it. We have to yeah, sorry, one thing we have to send is the body. So body is, we have to send it in the encoded form, JSON encode, and we have to again pass the string comma string, sorry, string comma dynamic and map. What we have to pass is basically the question. So first thing we have to pass is notification, and it's again string comma dynamic. Basically there are two part of notification. One is title, so we will be passing the same title, and then is body. For the body I'm saying that you are followed by someone. So this is the body. Now we have to give it a priority. In the priority basis we will be delivering notification to the users. So I'm going to make it high, and data. Basically data is that we have created. And the magic thing and the important thing that the whole video is about, the two key. Basically this states that to which user you want to send notification. There we have to state the notification token to where we are sending the notification. So I am going to give it a shape like this. So all the information that we have filled there will be sending to the notification. And when we are done with this, then we will be checking for the response, whether the response is okay or not. HTTP dot response, and we will be awaiting with this because it is asynchronous function. Now when we get response, we have to check if a response dot status code equal to 200. This means if we have successfully called the notification, then we just print one thing, yeah, notification is done, notification is sent it. But if it not equal to 200, that means there's something problem there. Print error. So that's it guys, let's run it again, hope for best. It's now restarting. Sorry, my system is a little bit slow, but hope you guys enjoying the video. So app is successfully launched. Okay, now let's unfollow this user. So you can see guys, I have get the token of the notification token of the user, but I have named wrong. Now let's say what we have there. So I have named it as token. So we will be getting it as token. And once we get the token, when we click on the follow, we just have to call that particular method that we have created, send notification. What is the title? Our title is in this case we are unfollowing. I'm going to send unfollow. And what is that notification token? Token is basically this one. Have to copy same thing for the follow. Okay guys, now let's see the magic. Yeah, cool. You can see we have got the notification successfully. But in that case, I have notify to my own user. But you can notify anyone you want to notify. Just click on the follow button. Notification will be sent to them. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching the video, and please subscribe the channel if you have not subscribed yet, and share with your friends. Thank you.